Hey everyone, this is Double Bite, and we're going to play some Dominions 4. So a bit of backstory. Dominions 4 is a turn-based strategy game. I guess you could compare it to something like Civ, but it's very, very different in actual gameplay. It's insanely complicated, and I first found out about it through a series of Let's Plays of Dominions 3 on Something Awful, which were insanely cool. And when Dominions 4 came out, I decided to give it a go. So I played a little bit. I am by no means an expert. I, in fact, really suck, and have no idea what I'm doing, so this should be fun. So for this episode, I'm just going to kind of create a new campaign, create a nation, and maybe do the first couple turns. I know that there's some nations I like and some nations that I don't, so I'm going to futz around for a little bit, and I'll be right back once I figure something out. Be right back. Hey everyone, it's Double Light. I'm back. So, a little more backstory. Lore-wise, in Dominions there are 3 different ages. The Early Age, which is the most magical age, the Middle Age, and the Late Age, where magic is much less important, but technology has advanced to the point of having heavy armor and crossbows. In addition, there are something like 26 different nations you can play as in each age, and some of them evolve over time. So Eramor, the Romans in the Early Age, become like undead, collapsed zombie empire in the Middle Age, and are gone by the Late Age. So I decided to play as the Vanheim. They're one of the Norse races, and I've never played as them before, I don't think. I think I've played as the Niflheim, but these guys look pretty cool. Look pretty straightforward. I like air and earth. So, I don't know much about them. We'll see how this goes. So, first thing you do in this game is create your pretender god. So the idea of this is that the one true god has died or disappeared, and there are a bunch of pretender gods fighting for power, and whoever conquers the world is the new god. So here are all the gods we have available. I'm not going to go through all of them, but there's a couple of kind of ideas behind gods. You can use them to attack, you can use them to research, they dictate the kind of magic your place will use, they really drive everything. And every god chassis, every god body has different traits. Let's look at this rock. So the rock has Dominion 4, that's how kind of strong its influence is. New magic paths cost 40 points. I'll get to points in a little bit, but that's really low. It's 11 research. It starts out in these magical trees, and has these other properties. It's a rock, so it can't move, but doesn't need to eat. So this guy would be good for if you just want to have your god sit at your base and research and go with like a heavy magic strategy. Or something like, an earth serpent. Crappier Dominion, more expensive magic, but it's going to be strong. You're going to want to send this guy out to go kill things. So, our nation's good at air and earth. Here we have fire, air, nature, and cheap new paths. So that's an idea. Sorcery is astral and death. This tree is air and nature. There's also a person tree. That's cool. This is earth and nature. That's a badass. He lost an eye. That's clever. He's Odin. Okay, so I'm boring. I like doing the immobile guys. Let's look at the Idol of Men. I like that it has a bunch of different magic paths, and it's a pretty good researcher. So we'll go with the Idol. I know, not flashy, but I'm a noob. Now, next up is you have these design points. They're what let you customize your nation. Right now, our god will start out awake, and we don't get any points for that. But we can have him sleep for a year or 3 years to get a lot of extra points. Since our god is just, a rock sitting there, I think it's a good idea to start him out at least dormant, maybe imprisoned, so we get a lot of extra points to customize. Next, I'm going to increase our Dominion. Always a good idea. So, you can spread your influence faster. And these are all traits that will take place in our Dominion. Order Turmoil, more order, better income, less events. More turmoil, less income, more events. Productivity Sloth, income and resources. Heat and Cold, income and supplies. As you can see, we like a little cold. Growth and Death. Death sounds horrible. Fortune, Misfortune. And then Magic and Drain. So what I like to do, if you take a negative, your points go up. So I like to take a little bit of negative in here, and then a little bit of positive in here, so you get lots of events, but they're usually pretty good. I got that trick online, not gonna lie. So let's see, so by setting that up we have a little more production, some growth, and a little boost of magic. A little faster research, which is nice. I forget if that's per person or just in general, but I think it's per person because otherwise just 1 point in general will be really crappy when you're like a scale of thousands. Anyway, so now let's look at magic. So we have fire, air, and nature already. I'm going to dip into earth because that's one of our traits. We still have a lot of points left. Now, if you get to level 4 or level 9, I know this game is so complicated, but hear me out. If you get to level 4 or level 9, your sacred units will get buffs. So if I get this up to 4, it gives all my sacred units +2 when they're blessed. And that will let this guy cast some cool spells right off the bat when he wakes up. So cool. So now our blessed units will have all of these fun features. And I think we have good blessed units. I'm not sure. I think we have good blessed units. So here we can have a nice, solid blessed army. Another option would be to put 9 points into one thing and get a bigger bonus. Like I think this will get us regeneration. But I like having this diversity. You need magic schools to cast certain spells and to make magic items. So this feels pretty potent. I mean, we didn't even imprison him, so we could get more points if we wanted to. But I think we should try this out. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. We gotta name him. Oh man, this is the hardest part of the game. Well, he's a rock, so booyah. Name of our god. All praise Dwayne. Oh yeah. This is default settings. I don't allow renaming, which means that you can just name your dudes. So that'll be fun. And now it's going to make our map. So I think let's look at the map and then I'll end this episode here and see how the recording came out, because new mic, new game, everything could have gone wrong. Maybe I'm not even recording. I don't know. Find out. I'm not coming down with something. That would suck. I think my roommate might have been sick this past weekend. So, beginning there was chaos. Out of chaos rose worlds populated with stuff, and then bad things happened, and then there was a dude, and there's not bad things, and then it's awesome. And now bad things are happening again. Fuck. Cool. Alright, so let's see this map. So it wraps side to side. So let's make one big continent. I don't know who the other races are. There are some ocean races, but we are in a good spot. Nice, easily protected, good expansion room. Oh, I forgot to mention, to win the game, there are these thrones, and we gotta capture these thrones. And then we win. So, I'm really liking this so far. It's a good setup. Okay, I'll end this episode here, but I may record more tonight. We'll see how it goes. Till next time, Double Bite out.